Bienvenidos, señores y señoras, to our brand new show, La Chela Hour. A round of applause, round of applause. Hey, let's go. This is something that I've been trying to make a reality for a while. The biggest thing stopping me was I didn't really have the right tools to get this all started. But now I have everything. I've been wanting to do one-on-one conversations with people just because we have been doing everything kind of virtually and we really hadn't had the opportunity to do more like in-person interviews. We're going to go ahead and use this show just to be able to kind of interact with people in real life. And I don't know, the sky is the limit. I have a whole bunch of plans for this show. The people that we're going to be having on, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. We're going to start off kind of like a test run. We're going to have family, friends towards the beginning. And then out there, if you're listening and you're down to come on and talk to me one-on-one, if you're willing to sacrifice yourself for that and put up with me for 30 minutes, hey, come through. For the first episode, we really didn't have too much of a woman's perspective on a lot of the topics that we have been talking about on the podcast itself. So what better person to have on our first episode than my beautiful fiance, Monica? If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Monica, Hernan's fiance.
I'm gonna be annoying with that, just by the way.
Yeah, in the beginning, I like how you said round of applause, but you put
shit.
the horns.
Wait, do I even have a round of applause? Oh shit, that's the wrong button.
Yeah, and I also like how you said that I'm just the test run, so I'm a guinea pig, I guess.
No.
You said that.
You're my beautiful fiance. Hey, everybody just ignore that part of the...
Run it back. He said we're gonna do a test round, so I'm the guinea pig, basically.
Damn. What did I get myself into? Shit. All right. Well, look, before we start, this is something that I'm going to be doing for every single guest that joins. And, you know, we'll find out if you're down with it. Every single guest that comes on the podcast, I'm going to be offering them a shot. I have a whole bunch of bottles, so I'll let you do your choice of exactly what you want to drink. But for today, you know, we're going red, white, and blue. Monica, if you want to show off your drink as well.
I have a twisted tea.
So I kind of wanted to match the shot with her drink. But unfortunately, guys, Monica is a little sick and she's been taking medicine, so she's not able to do the shot. So you know what? I'll do a double shot in her honor. So bear with me, guys. Let me go ahead and crack this baby up and get this shot going for you.
I'll take a sip.
All right, bet.
I feel like it's basically the same thing, the shot versus like I'm still drinking.
No, it's not the same thing at all. We got 30% versus their 5%. Okay, I appreciate it though. Cheers though.
Cheers.
Jesus Christ.
Nasty.
Are you able to do shots without chaser? I can't.
I have to do chaser before and after a shot.
I hate that. I don't like that. Everybody has their own way of taking shots, but shout out Compa Moises. Also shout out Compa Miguel. I hope to have him on a one-on-one interview with them as a part of the show as well. But Compa Moises is the exact same way. He always does a chaser, shot, and then a chaser. I don't know. I feel like that's a cheap way to get out of a shot. That's like not even a shot at all.
Whatever. It's like a mixed drink inside of your mouth.
Yeah, it's like a mixed drink. You have a jungle juice in your mouth.
I saw this one hack like on another podcast. It's like whenever you're taking a shot, depending on how you breathe, you can't taste it.
What the hell?
It's something like breathe in while you're taking it and then breathe out or something like that. And then supposedly you cannot taste the shot at all. So we have to try it one time.
I feel like if I did that, I would like choke because I'm like trying to breathe in while taking the shot.
Yeah.
It'll just like come out of my nose.
I don't know how they do it, but supposedly it works.
I don't know. But just to expose Monica right away.
What?
She's a lightweight, guys.
No,
she cannot handle, dude. She literally, there's times where she drinks just one beer and she like pulls me to the side and she's like, I think I'm getting buzzed, guys. I think I'm getting buzzed.
Hey, it's cheaper for you because you don't have to buy me that many drinks. So you're lucky. Consider yourself lucky.
True. Oh, before we get into like our topics and stuff, I guess I kind of want to expose myself, and I think I've told this story on the podcast before where about the first time that I ever met your family, your sisters and your brother-in-law, Jamie. Shout out Jamie, by the way. That's a handsome man right there. I don't know if you want to go ahead and tell the story, but I feel like I was set up. The first time I ever met your sisters and Jamie, I feel like I was set up for failure.
No. Okay. So I have this tendency to like offer shots all the time. And if somebody gets fucked up because I'm offering so many shots, they blame it on me. But I it's not my fault. Like, I'm gonna offer.
No, it's your fault.
I'm offering people to have a good time, and everyone is like a grown adult. They can say yes or no. See, like for me, for example, I'm offering shots all the time, but I don't take them.
Yeah,
And so
that's where I have the issue is you're going over there having tons of fun, just offering shots, watching everybody develop how drunk they go from start to finish, but you're over there avoiding the actual shots. You're not even drinking yourself.
Well,
You're like you're causing mayhem
because
essentially.
I know myself and I can't take that many shots, so like I'm responsible. So just like how I tell myself no, like people can tell me no too, you know?
No.
But anyways, so that night I was offering everyone like so many shots and everyone got pretty drunk, including this guy. He was the first one to say like, okay, I need to lay down for a second. So he goes to the couch in the living room to lay down and I'm like sitting with him. And then all of a sudden I see him kind of like sit up like on your side a little bit and then he starts throwing up while like laying on the couch, and they have rug in their living room.
I feel like I feel like there needs to be a little bit more context on this, because the reason I got to that point, like I mentioned, she was avoiding these shots herself while giving them out. She was literally going around the room offering shots like every 5 minutes. I swear, I'm not even like exaggerating. It was like every 5 minutes. Shout out Jamie again. He can vouch for me. I wish I could have him on. Just to, I will have him on one of the episodes. I'm gonna do a one-on-one with him. That sounds kind of weird. But you were literally going around every 5 minutes offering shots, and I cannot remember how many.
Saying yes?
Because you know me, I'm not trying to like have a bad first impression in front of your family. Like, oh, this guy's a lightweight. Oh, he can't drink. You know,
you still had a bad first impression.
Yeah, I think I couldn't avoid it anyway. Yeah, moral of the story: I threw up on their couch and rug.
You mean, long story short?
Moral of the story. Long story short, whatever it may be, it doesn't change the outcome. I threw up on their couch and rug, and that was that was the first time I met her sisters and her brother-in-law.
Yeah, and then he was just on their bathroom floor for like I don't know how long.
Yeah, and now it's just like an ongoing joke that every time like they have a little event or a party where there's going to be drinking involved, I always tell them to have the bathroom ready for me, because that's essentially where I sleep at night, because I always end up blacking out for some reason.
Shake my hand.
But yeah, I would say Monica's a toxica just for that.
No.
Just for that in general. Hey, but you know what? Let's get right into it. What would you consider cheating? Like, what do you consider cheating?
I mean, I feel like the obvious ones, like being intimate with somebody else. That's like obvious.
Yeah.
Kissing in the bed, whatever.
Ew. Until you get specific with it.
Well, because some people might ask like, what is being intimate, you know?
Yeah.
But also I feel like at any point, if you feel like you have to hide something from your partner, that's like automatically cheating. Like,
yeah.
For example, like if I want to like go have lunch with someone and I feel the need to hide that from you because I know you wouldn't like it, then that's considered cheating. You know what I mean? And also I feel like just like pursuing anything romantically with somebody else, like I would consider that cheating, flirting.
Yeah.
Just like everything.
What about like when people like other people's posts?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you say you catch me liking another girl's post, but it's not even like a bikini picture or anything. It was just like a post of another girl. Would you consider that cheating as well?
I mean, I feel like it depends. Like who that girl is and if you do it often. Like if you like all her posts and then not only that, but you're also like in her DMs and you're also like replying to her stories all the time. Like,
yeah,
I feel like it just depends. But
no,
I feel like most of the time though, if you're doing something like sketchy on social media with like other girls, I feel like most of the time like that's not.
That's like a red flag.
Yeah, it's like a red flag, and it's also
not a green flag.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my perspective. What about you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the same boat. I feel like, yeah, anything intimate, obviously that's like just automatic cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Anything intimate like that. In terms of like liking posts, it's kind of hard to tell the intention behind like liking a post. Sometimes it's obvious, but sometimes it's a little bit hard. Because I mean, like if you're just scrolling through and you're just liking like another creator or another person's Instagram post, then that's just like normal. But obviously like it's a little bit more telling if it's like a bikini picture and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like if you're liking another guy's fucking shirtless picture that fucking it has more tone than I do, which is not a lot, then I'm be a little suspicious.
Yeah.
I'm be a little suspicious about that. I feel like it's pretty obvious when someone's not being faithful.
Mm-hmm. So we're on the same page.
I think so.
Do you think once a cheater, always a cheater?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah. I've always told you too that if you ever like if I ever caught you cheating, you know, I mean, there's definitely a possibility of us staying friends. I know there's a lot of people that are like, if you get cheated on by this person, then it'll be awkward being friends afterwards. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure you can kind of build a certain relationship out of it afterwards. Yeah. But if you're like cheating, I'm not gonna be with you anymore. Yeah. Like if I catch you cheating, this is done. There's no second chances. That's just for me. I know there's other people that think differently. And remember, guys, everything that we're going to be talking about today is our own opinion. Obviously, opinions are going to be different from everybody.
Right.
So if you get mad at the way we kind of look at things, I apologize. But it's just how we kind of view things.
I mean, I feel like we don't really have to apologize because like they're not in our relationship. So
damn. Okay. Sheesh.
You ain't getting a sorry for me.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said the same thing, and I don't even think we could be friends, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of like a hot take, but I don't really believe in being friends with your exes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Elaborate.
I guess maybe like my opinion is a little biased because I've never had like an ex where I feel like I could be friends with them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So maybe if you have like a really good breakup, I don't know, maybe you can see being friends. I take that back. Unless like you have kids involved where you absolutely have something like a child that you need to be in each other's lives, then yes, like I'm pro being friends with your ex because like you have to, you know, for your kid's sake. But if you don't have something like that, then I really don't understand the concept of being friends with your ex. Like, I don't know. It's just like weird to me. But again, I've never been in a situation where, you know, I loved an ex so much that I still wanted them in my life. But to me, it's just kind of like you're an ex for a reason. And we obviously don't want to be in each other's lives. So next, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. And I mean, that's where I was kind of going at in terms of like why I could still be friends with an ex. It's just because it just depends. Like all situations are different. Yeah. Like you mentioned, like it could be a situation where we have kids or something. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we can still kind of be friends afterwards, depending on how messy the breakup was. Because I mean, if it was like a mutual breakup where we both agree, it was just like, we're just not clicking, you know, we're just not romantically involved as we were before. We're just not at that level anymore. Yeah. And we're just we mutually break up. I feel like that's a situation where, I mean, it's not working out as like partners, but it could still work out as friends possibly. But if it's like if all your past relationships have been bad experiences where like you're like your partner itself, they're just fucking assholes or something, then yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to stay friends with someone like that. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, in my opinion, it's just depending on like the relationship, how it was before and what kind of person they are and just the circumstances, because all the circumstances are different. Yeah. Cool. I mean, yeah. So it looks like we're on the same page in terms of cheating. So if one of us fucks up, it's going to be a crazy breakup video on TikTok and YouTube. I'm kidding. So there was another question that I wanted to ask you. This is why I wanted to have you on, just because I can have your perspective of things. And this one is a little funny just because this is a video that I came across on TikTok, and there was this guy. And the question to him essentially was, are you okay with your significant other, say, for example, she's a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home fiance, and she's not bringing in money for either. Mm-hmm. But she's at home and she's doing like absolutely nothing. Like she's not at least cleaning the house, making sure that food is ready for that when he comes home and he has something to eat. And all she's doing is going out shopping, going out hanging with her friends. Just having a good time. Meanwhile, the guy is out there working his ass off, providing for the family, bringing in the income in order to be able to fucking have a house, have everything essentially. And this guy was claiming, and I don't know if he was doing this for like the video to get clicks or whatever, but he was claiming that he was okay with that. He said that because he's working hard, like he's working hard to be able to bring the money, to be able to have her live the life that she always wanted, where she's just going out having fun with friends and doing these fucking crazy things and stuff. And he was okay with her not doing anything at all. And everybody was giving him so much shit. I'm like, there's no way you're okay with it. Are you okay with like coming home with like a mess? Like the house is dirty, fucking laundry not being done. There's no food for you to come home to. Like you're working a 9 to 5, 9 to 8, however many hours you may be working. And you're coming home to a mess. Not only are you working, but now because she's not doing that, like you have to clean the mess yourself, or else no one's gonna do it. Like, are you okay with that? And he was claiming, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if he's being honest. Like, he was claiming that he was okay with all of that.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I mean, a relationship is 50-50. And this is only if like the woman wants to be a stay-at-home mom. I mean, she has to have some type of responsibilities while the guy is making money, you know? But if it was a situation where like ours, for example, where we're both working, then the responsibilities, I feel like it's fair to like cut them in half back home. Since we're both making money for each other, then at home, we do 50-50. We're like, like how we do it. I wash dishes and you cook.
Yeah.
The only reason I ask because I fucking suck at cooking. Like she doesn't, trust me, she doesn't want me to cook. But I wanted your opinion on that. Like, do you think he was being genuinely honest, or like, what do you think about that?
I don't know. I mean, maybe there's like a slight chance that he genuinely thinks that, but I feel like you said, like with every relationship, like you both have to put in like some work, and like being a stay-at-home mom is work, you know, but you also have to like put in the work, you know, you have to like do things around the house and, you know, keep it tidy, whatever it means to you to be like a stay-at-home mom. And like, I do think that they deserve days off. So, you know, if she needs a few days off of the week to like do what she wants to do, then like good for her, because she also has to like leave the house and stuff. But I do agree that both parties have to put in some type of work to make the relationship work. But yeah, I can't imagine why someone would be okay with doing absolutely all of the work, like bringing in the income and also having to do the work at the house. Like, that sounds like you would be fighting. Literally. You would feel like it's like unfair. Like, hey, like I'm tired, like I need some help, you know?
Yeah, that's how I'm saying. Like a lot of the comments were like picking on him, saying like, has this guy like really been in a relationship before, or is he just like clueless? Because I feel like that's just not realistic in my opinion. Yeah. Like there has to be shared responsibilities no matter what. And I mean, I get that like she deserves days off and stuff like that. But when it comes to like if you're staying home and you're not working, I feel like that has to be kind of like your 9 to 5. Yeah. Like really the only days you really get off are going to be like the weekends, because then that's going to be the times that you guys go have fun. Yeah. And Fridays too. Fridays. So I mean, I don't know. It's a tricky situation. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't think he was being honest. I think he was just doing it for the clicks. Yeah. But I wanted to get like your perspective on that situation.
Yeah. It kind of feels like he, like, you know, like whenever you're first dating a guy, they're like, oh, like I'm going to do all this shit for you and, you know, take you out all the time. And then once they buckle you down, they like don't do shit for you. Yeah. It's kind of like that. Like, I feel like he's probably like promising the world. And then once they get together, he's like, well, actually, you do have to do shit. Like, you know? Yeah. But who knows? I don't know what his deal is.
Can I be a stay-at-home dad?
No.
And just like chill, hang out with Compa Moises and Compa Miguel.
Just chill?
Yeah, just chill.
No.
You're not okay with that? Fake. Okay. I wanted to, this one, I truly want to get the audience's opinion on this. I don't know. This could be controversial and this cannot be controversial. I honestly don't know. But we had this conversation not that long ago in terms of like splitting bills. And I remember we were on our way to get like our own phone plan, like our shared phone plan. You brought up the fact that you thought like splitting bills, like individual bills, you thought that it was cringy. I was just confused and not understanding why you thought that splitting bills was like cringy. And I wanted you to get a chance to explain it again.
Yeah. Yeah. So to be clear, like we both agree that we're like down to be working, you know? Yeah. Yeah. We're both okay with that, like being both like the people to bring in income. Yeah. So let's just get that out of the way. But when it comes to like for bills and stuff, like I think it's so cringy to like literally like the phone bill, for example, to be like, okay, like I have to put in 100 and then you have to put in 100 and like every month, like send me your half. Like it just feels so weird to me. Like it feels like something that you would do with your siblings or with like a roommate or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I much rather be in a situation where like, okay, like I got the phone bill and you have the rent and I got the groceries and you got the utilities, you know what I mean? Like kind of like instead of splitting each bill like literally half and half, we just like split responsibilities, like you said.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of like splitting everything half by half and like having to be like, oh, like you owe me this month, you know? Like, and it's I don't know, because I just feel like it's like this is like a partnership.
Yeah.
And I hate the idea of like telling each other like, oh, like you owe me money. And it's like, no, like I got you, you got me, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like let's not worry about like hunting each other down for like bills and shit. Like I don't like that. It's so cringy to me.
Yeah. But I guess initially why I thought or why I was confused in terms of like splitting the bills is because I mean if you were explaining it how you get this and you get that and then I get this and it's like shared or like we're splitting like certain things. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. And at the time, I just thought that it was the same thing. I mean, like, what's the difference between doing that and just splitting the bills if we're still splitting it anyway?
Yeah.
So I was just like a little confused on why you thought it was cringy. I mean, if in the end, we're still splitting everything.
Yeah, we're still like helping. I don't know. To me, it feels more like a team effort.
Yeah.
If we're just like, it just feels better like, oh, I got you, you got me.
Yeah.
Versus like, this is purely a transaction. Like, we got to split it by half. Like, you owe me $25.50. And don't forget the 50 cents. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It doesn't fit.
No, that is cringy. Yeah. Like, if you go down to the penny and be like, you forgot the 50 cents. You forgot the quarter. That's a little cringy. Yeah. Yeah. That's a little weird.
I don't know. I just don't like it. Long story short, I won that battle. And we're not going to be splitting bills like that.
I mean, I was never against it. I was just truly wondering why you thought it was cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, and just to let everybody know out there, I mean, everybody's relationship is different. I know there's people out there that are okay with one person covering like everything and the other one just like, I don't know, saving the money, I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't really know how it works if it's like someone covering everything the whole time. Mm-hmm. But for like us, I mean, we're adults, man. We understand how hard it is financially nowadays. I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's very hard unless you have a fucking amazing job and one person can truly cover all the bills and stuff like that. I think it's okay that a relationship is 50-50 in terms of like splitting bills and like I'll cover the light bill this like every month. I'll cover the phone bill every month. I'll cover the gas bill every month. And then you cover other certain bills and stuff like that. Yeah. I think that's completely fine. And I know there's a lot of people out there that don't think that's fine. A lot of people think that, no, you're the man. You should provide for your family. You need to cover everything. And I just think that's like an old way of thinking. Times are different nowadays. And it's very hard for one person to cover everything nowadays, especially with fucking how rent is here.
That might work for some people, but like I personally really like making money. Like I like being a money maker. And like I have more control of like my life that way too. Yeah. Like for example, if I ever want like more money for us, then like I can make that change too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Instead of like just pushing you and being like, hey, you got to make more money for us. You know what I mean? Like we can have that discussion together and be like, hey, like we need to step up our game. And then we both make more money for us. You know what I mean? Instead of like just the pressure being only on you or like only on me. But yeah, I don't know. I like working and I like being independent in that way.
A lot of people will say that you're the guy that you need to provide, but honestly, it's like different because, and this is, I don't want to make this a long story short, especially because, so before me and Monica got together, there was like a fucking point in time where I was on Tinder going on different dates and stuff. And there was this girl that I matched with. And whenever we went out on dates and stuff, I paid for everything. I literally covered every time when we went out to eat, I paid for it. I think we went like on a boat ride or something. And I paid for that as well. And I thought things were good until one day we went to go get like snow cones or something. And I covered that as well. When I paid for it, she seemed like very bothered by it. Mm-hmm. And I was just like confused as to why she was like bothered by me paying for it. And then I didn't really get an answer until the end of the day where I felt that something was off. And I asked her, I'm like, is something wrong? Like, are you okay? She literally gave me like a whole spiel on why I don't have to pay for anything. Like she makes her own money. At that point, she was an independent woman that made her money, and she can also afford to buy the things herself and stuff. And she was upset that I was paying for everything. So it just goes to show you, like, you think that a guy has to pay for everything or a certain someone has to pay for everything, but it just depends on the person, because this person wasn't even okay with that.
Yeah.
So all in all, it just depends on the person.
Mm-hmm. Each relationship is different.
Exactly. I like that. Let's do a cheers.
Sure.
Before we move on to the next topic.
Yep. Cheers.
Can you shotgun a beer?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Me either. That's why we're together.
We both suck at drinking.
I wanted to ask you, a lot of people might find this weird. I don't even know if we find this weird ourselves, but we don't really have like pet names for each other.
Like nicknames?
Yeah. Well, what do you even call it? Like, there's people out there that call it pet names or nicknames.
I don't know.
I don't know what the right term for it is, but essentially me and Monica, like how I'm saying right now, me and Monica, I'm calling her by her name, but we don't really call each other like bae or babe.
Yeah.
Nicknames like that.
Honey.
Honey. We do say like boo once in a while. I feel like that's maybe our go-to.
Yeah.
But we don't really, like, I don't, when we're calling each other, like, I'm like, hey babe, how's your day going? Hey babe.
Yeah.
How's it going? I don't know. It feels weird to me. It doesn't feel natural.
I feel like we refer to each other as like boo. It's like our thing, like the little ghost.
Yeah.
But we never actually call each other boo.
Yeah.
You know, we're never like, hey boo, like it feels weird.
Yeah, it just feels, I don't know, it feels cringy to me.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't feel right. And I don't know, a lot of people out there will be like, oh, that's a red flag. Like, are they really compatible? Do they really like each other if they're not calling each other babe or anything?
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
like, I mean, we're both in agreement with it. Like, we both feel like weird about it when we refer to each other or something like that.
Yeah. Maybe we just need to find the word that feels like comfortable.
Yeah, guys, can you guys give us recommendations on my little Pookie?
Stop.
No?
My little dookie.
Oh, okay. All right, brother. It's always been weird to me. Like, I can't. I swear, like, I try it sometimes too. And then I get shy about it. Like, if you're somewhere near me, but I have to call for you, there'll be times you don't even know that I do it. I'll be like, babe, but I won't even yell it out. I'll be like, babe.
Yeah.
And then I'm happy that you didn't hear it, because I was like, yeah, that probably sounded cringy.
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same. I feel like sometimes I'll just like meow or something.
What the fuck? Do it?
Meow.
Oh my god. See, that's cringy. No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, I don't know.
I know family that does it. I know friends that do it. Shout out
Yeah.
Compa Moises. I hear you say that shit all the time.
What does he say?
And I applaud you for it. He says babe.
Oh, really?
He says babe, like just regular shit.
Babe, yeah. Maybe we just need to pick a word and force each other to just say it.
Start right now. Call me.
No.
Say it right now. Say it right now.
What do I say?
Call me babe.
Hi. I can't do it.
It's just we're not built that way.
But I feel like speaking of cringy,
Yeah.
like I feel like the ultimate cringe, and we are guilty of it, is baby talking.
Oh,
to
okay.
each
No,
other.
we're gonna end it here, guys. She did not say that. I never admitted to this. I plead the fifth.
He is a baby talker.
Nah. I never admitted to this. I'm gonna sip on this real quick.
Show them.
No.
No,
Do it.
honestly, like before, like we got together and like when I was like single, I used to hate when I would hear girls like baby talk. I used to think it was so cringy, and I swore that I was never gonna do that. But I feel like recently, like we've been like guilty of that.
Okay, guys, I do it. I'm gonna admit it. I do that shit,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes that shit comes out, and we don't even realize we're doing it. And when we realize we're doing it, we're like, "Fuck, what are we doing?
Mhm.
Why are we fucking talking like this?"
Yeah.
And I don't know. I blame you. I don't like that shit. I don't like it.
He loves it.
No. All right. Well, quickly, guys, we wanted to get on into our last topic here. Earlier, I mentioned Monica. I want to say she's tóxica. She's pretty toxic, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And we want to talk about toxic tendencies. You know, every couple has it.
Mhm.
If you say you're perfect, you're fucking lying. There's no way you're perfect. You don't have any toxic tendencies, okay? We wanted to talk about toxic tendencies here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll let you go first. I wanted to know not even my opinion about what I think your toxic tendency is.
Well,
I wanted you to explain to me what you thought what like your biggest toxic tendency is.
I feel like I'm perfect.
Okay.
No, I feel like my toxic tendency is like if something happens that really bothers me, Even like, it doesn't even have to be something that you do that bothers me. It could be like anything that is like, that really just like bothered me.
Yeah.
Like, it just like, it's hard for me to shake it off.
Yeah. And it's also hard for you to like be vocal about it. So I won't know that I did something wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to shake it off. It just like weighs like heavy on me, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I get kind of like in this funk. Not until I like voice it and like we talk about it, like then I won't be able to shake it off. And like whenever we try talking about it and we're just like disagreeing about it, like I'll still be in that funk until we agree. You know what I mean? Like I just like want us to see to like eye to eye.
I agree with that. I think that's very accurate. Very, very toxic behavior from you, in my opinion. You're really good at not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's like you said, like when you get bothered by things that I do, it's hard for me to, I can tell. It's very obvious when you're bothered by something.
Yeah.
So like, I'll bring it up. I'll be like, is something bothering you? Are you okay? Like you want, and then that's when we'll talk about it. But there's times where like, you'll just be so bothered that you won't make it obvious. And like, you won't be vocal about it. You'll be angry the whole day, and I'll just be acting normal, all happy and shit, like I like thinking things are okay, but I won't know until you like actually like bring it up, or if you make it super obvious that you're being bothered, then I'll point it out and stuff.
I feel like I've gotten better though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like our communication wasn't really that great, just because we're both stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
We're both very stubborn people.
Yeah.
So our communication in the beginning wasn't that great, but we knew that communication was key.
Mm-hmm.
Like we that was something that we needed to work on in order to be able to have like a healthy relationship, because if you don't communicate, then you don't know what's like bothering you from my end, and I don't know what's bothering me. I don't know if I'm saying that shit right. Like I don't know like when something bothers you, and you don't know when something bothers me, essentially.
Yeah. But I feel like for me, like the whole communication thing in the beginning of our relationship, like it's not like that I was like stubborn. It was just like I physically couldn't communicate. Like it was just like so hard for me to like get it off my chest. And I think like I feel like a lot of people out there can relate. Like if you grew up in like a home where like communication wasn't really like a thing.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't really talk about your feelings. So like I like physically like felt like I couldn't even like speak like whenever like I needed to get something off my chest. But yeah, I feel like I've gotten like a lot better, and we both have gotten like so much better. And
so I'm the same way. I'm perfect.
Shut up.
I don't got any toxic tendencies. I don't have anything I have to admit to.
Sure, buddy.
Nah, I feel like my worst one, and we've talked about this on the podcast also. I hate admitting when I'm wrong, just because I feel like I'm always right. I guess there are times where I'm wrong. I get really defensive, I guess. That's the best way to say it. Whenever I do something wrong and you like call me out on it, then that's like the times when you are vocal about it. Like you call me out on it, and it kind of sucks for you, because like you'll find the times when you're finally vocal about it, and you call me out on something, I get super defensive about it. Like when you'll like just normal, you're talking to me and you're telling me like what I did wrong, and I'm like, no, I didn't fucking do that.
Okay,
no, you're wrong. I know.
You don't yell.
I know. But I get super defensive about it. I'm like, no, you're wrong. No, that's not what happened. And I just don't know how to like accept it. And I just get super defensive about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like hard. I feel like that's the one thing about a relationship that could be hard, is that it's like hard hearing. It's hard being criticized, kind of like it's hard hearing like that you're not perfect. You know what I mean? Like it's like a hard pill to swallow. Like,
exactly.
What do you mean? Like, you know? So, like I get it, you know, but we also have to like understand that like no one's perfect, and like. So
no, I'm never wrong.
Sure.
Just want to put that out there right now. What do you think my, like I said my own and you said your own. What do you think mine is? Like what is your, not biggest ick about me, but like what do you think my biggest toxic tendency is?
That's a good question. What your toxic tendency is? For
you fart a lot. Like nonstop. Guys, she farts way too much.
That's you. I still can't fart in front of you.
Like you need a fucking gas mask for that shit.
Okay. I want to know like who has been with their man for 4+ years and still can't fart in front of them. Because that's me.
I feel like I farted like in the first 3 weeks of knowing you. I just let that shit out.
Can I tell them that one time we went to the gas station?
Yeah, sure. I don't remember what you're talking about.
This was This was like when we were like first kind of like dating. It was probably like year 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And we went to a we went to a gas station. We went to a gas station and we were like looking at the drinks or whatever. And I was like looking at the fridge and then you were next to me, but you kind of like start walking away to like, I don't know, start walking away and then you let out a fart. And I I heard I heard that shit.
What are you talking about?
I was like, did you fart? And you're like, yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that loud. But you were trying to walk away so that I didn't hear, and that shit was loud.
Like, you don't understand. Guys out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes when you're walking and you have to really fart, you let it out while you're walking. You try to let it out smoothly, like, you know, so people don't hear it. And unfortunately, this one was just a little too loud.
It was the fact that you were trying to like walk away and hide it, but that shit was loud. Okay.
All right, relax. You act like you don't do that either.
Okay.
You act like you not be farting.
Nope. Toxic tendency that you have? I honestly can't think of one. Like the one that you said already.
Yeah, same. For me, it was, I think the one that you mentioned, that was the biggest one. I mean, there's like little things. I mean, every relationship has fucking these things that they get bothered by. No relationship is perfect. So, I mean, it's not always going to be peaceful. There's going to be arguments, and that's just normal, you know? Mm-hmm. That's how you learn about each other. Because the first couple of dates, when you first start dating, everything seems perfect. Mm-hmm. Like, you're going to get along so well. Because it's the, what do you call it? The honeymoon phase? Mm-hmm. And everything is going to be perfect. But once you start hanging out more with each other, and then if you guys ever get to the point where you move in with each other, then that's exactly, like, that's how you find out the true personality of the person and how they act, because you're with them like every single day. Mm-hmm. And that's the real test. That's the real test right there. If that once you find out how they truly really are when you're living together and everything's okay, then that's it right there.
You're golden.
If you can handle her farts and her burps, she be burp a lot too.
Okay, yeah, I do kind of burp a lot.
Yeah.
I'll admit that one.
Then you're golden, you're set.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
Shit, guys. Whoa. That's going to be the end of the first episode of the Chela Hour.
Sick.
To end it off, I don't think you drank your whole can.
Yeah, I did. Oh, also, I wanted to mention that I helped name this segment.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Monica right here. Mm-hmm. We were brainstorming ideas on the way. I have a 4-hour drive every time I visit my parents. And we were kind of brainstorming ideas on what we should name this show. I don't know. We had a couple other names that just didn't really click right. And she ended up coming up with the name Chela Hour. So shout out Monica. Shout out Babe. Shout out to my babe.
Thanks, honey.
For coming up. Oh, I can't do it, guys.
Honey bunny.
Oh my. I can't do it. But yeah, it's gonna end episode numero uno, the debut of the Chela Hour. We hope everybody enjoys. And this is more. This is not gonna be like a podcast kind of thing. This is more for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, for clips and stuff like that. This is not gonna be uploaded for podcast. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, as I mentioned before. And I don't know. I had fun. Mm-hmm. This is fun. And I hope to have you on again. I'm excited for the future for this. I'm excited for the future. What kind of guests we're going to be having on. Shout out Compa Moises. Shout out Compa Miguel for their blessing, for giving me the opportunity to do this. You know, they give me the blessing for this. And shout out to them. Make sure to go check out Los Compas podcast, because we upload episodes every Sunday. We record on Wednesdays. We upload every Sunday. And we got some exciting shit coming for that as well. We have a lot of good guests lined up. We have a lot of events that we're going to be going out to as well to meet other creators. And just, yeah, go ahead and go check out. We uploaded an episode on Sunday today, technically. Make sure to go check that out. And again, I want to thank you again, babe, for coming on. This was fun. I really enjoyed this.
I had fun too. Too shabby for my first.
For your first interview? Sick.
Yeah. Next time I'll be more comfortable.
I feel like you're pretty natural.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you've done this before. With who?
No comment.
You want to say anything else?
I mean, let me know if you guys want me to come back on.
Please say no.
We can do like a segment, like perspective from a woman. I could give advice, maybe.
Come in every now and then?
Yeah.
Like phone you in?
Yes.
All right, I got you.
Yep.
All right. You got to pay me though.
I got to pay you?
Yeah, you got to split the bill.
What the? Excuse me.
All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed episode number 1 of the Chela Hour. We hope you stay tuned for all the other episodes that we're gonna be uploading. Like I mentioned, we got some exciting shit going on, but we're gonna leave you there. We hope everybody enjoyed watching this video, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out. Deuces.